Paris Saint-Germain needed to win to return to the top. Lionel Messi fell by Dante. The Argentine would step up to do something he had yet to do in Paris colours. His 60th direct free kick of his career scored, but the very first in Rouge et Bleu. Sumptuous from the Argentine maestro. Yet Nice were unbeaten in 3 matches last season against the champions and sprung a shock just after the half-time break. Gaëtan Labor's first for the club since swapping Rouge et Noir for the Côte d'Azur. But Kylian Mbappé climbed off the bench to rescue the match. The World Cup winner picked out by the rampaging Nordi Mukiele. PSG's number 7 now just 18 shy of Cavani's record 200-goal haul for the club. Marseille were top of the tree for 24 hours after Jonathan Klaus's show at Angers. Switched from the right to the left bank with Tavares suspended. The summer rival from Lens showed no signs of unease. His first OM goal. Moscow had their chances in the first half, but couldn't muster a response. Klaus again, winning the ball in Angers' half, and then picking out Luis Suarez. The Colombian now has a goal every 86 minutes he's been on the pitch. And Gelson rounded off a clinical 3-0 win with another Klaus starter pack. Gelson, the most productive player for OM in 2022. An 8th goal to go with his 2 assists. OM keeping on PSG's coattails. Lorient knew victory would keep the rest of the podium chasers in their rear view mirror, and they were given a helping hand by Luis-Javier. Julien Ponceau finding Stéphane Diarra, he put it between goalkeeper and defender. But the young stopper pushing off Bafodé Diakité. This all while José Font was off the pitch receiving treatment. Yet the sending off of Dango Ouattara gave Lille renewed hope, and a silky move between Adam Onas, Jonathan Bamba and Jonathan David, so the Canadian international levelled the affair. But it was Lorient who incredibly secured a 5th successive win, thanks to the uncle Régis Lebris sending on his nephew Theo. Having just celebrated his 20th birthday the day before, a scissor kick action left Hakim Zadadka for dead. And then he beat Chevalier to bring Le Mostois to raptures. The 10-man Merlu with a priceless victory. Lens might have been unbeaten in 16 league matches, but had won just once at home against Lyon at the Bollard. They needed a slice of luck when Alexander Lacazette's deflected shot came off Brice Samba's crossbar. Lyon desperate to avoid a 4th league defeat in a row, which would have been the first time since 1991. They were this time delighted the woodwork came to their rescue. Jimmy Gabo with a stunning effort denied. Anthony Lopez had been brilliant in goal, one of the few stars for OL, but he looked on as the ball came off Thiago Mendes' hand. Facunda Medina not seen to have felled in the build-up against Senali Diomande. Florian Sotaka with an emphatic 6th of the season. Lens flying, Lyon sinking. The 100th meeting between Monaco and Nantes in Ligue 1 Uber Eats, and it was not a happy one as the Canaries were caught out by the Principality club's urgency. Bril Mbolo, who scored twice for the Swiss over the international break, now with his 3rd for Monaco. And the match was only 6 minutes old when he set up strike partner Wissam Ben Yedder, scoring in successive league outings after opening his season's account at Reims. It took until late September last season for Monaco's captain to warm up en route to league season's best tally of 25 goals Suddenly, the French international looked red hot. Alexander Golovin assisting. Ben Yedder at this stage with 65 goals for Monaco in 107 Ligue 1 Uber Eats games, level with the return of Radamel Falcao. Not very much already, the canary down the coal mine, and it only got worse. Kevin Folland falling under the challenge of André Girotto. Ben Yedder stepping up. And a second hat-trick for the Principality club was soon released. The first coming in a 4-2 win over Brest in the penultimate round of the previous campaign. Well, 9 without a win on the road, and the only consolation gifted rather than taken. Cal Henrik got the clearance all wrong, but otherwise everything going swimmingly at Monaco. Strasbourg hosted Rennes, wanting to rid themselves of an unwanted tag of the only winless side in Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Sadly, ex-Rennes defender Jerzino Nyanzi saw red. Arno Kalamuendo saw goals. The first he took himself. Assist from Adrien Truffat, fresh from his first French cap. Julien Stéphan facing his old side but receiving no favours. Kalamuendo turning provider for Martin Terrier. The Rouge-et-Noir had won every time he'd scored. Well, Kalamuendo and Amine Gouiri combined to score for France under-21s over the break. The pair again plotting with success to leave Strasbourg 3-0 down. Rennes had scored and conceded at least one in each of the last 11 away games at Ligue 1 Uber Eats. They weren't about to make a change here. Amari Traoré felling Kevin Gamero. Habib Diallo with a third of the season, but merely a consolation in another winless affair for Racing. Another historic moment as Clermont landed in Corsica to face AJACCIO for the first time in Ligue 1 Uber Eats, and LYONNAIS profiting inside 11 minutes. Johan Castien finding the fine finish of Grejonh KYEI. Clermont, though, had won just one in the last 5 outings, and ex-Clermont stalwart Cédric AVINEL played a 1-2 with the bar to score his first AJACCIO goal, and in the top flight at 36 years old. The Corsicans had lost the last 3 at home, but never 4 in the top flight, yet history was to be made. Elbasan RASHANI off the bench to pinch what looked like being a winner, and fellow sub Saif Kawi and Jodel Dosu combining for a 3-1 win. Promoted clubs bring out the best in Clermont. 4 games, 4 wins. The Occitan derby was an explosive affair from start to finish. Montpellier made the short trip to the stadium and started with a bang. Wabi Kazri denied by Maxime Dupé, but Nicolas Koza on hand to slam in a 7th minute opener. But Toulouse hit back without delay. Stijn Sperings scoring his first in the top flight. Ranko van der Boomen with a quarterback pass to release Moroccan international Aboub Klal, beating Benguru Kamara in for the injured Jonas Omland. And Faris Kaibi unleashed a stunner for the pick of the bunch. And there was plenty to pick from. The teenager scored his first Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal in the 2-1 loss to Lille before the international break. The 19-year-old scoring in successive matches, this time on the winning side. That helped by Brecht de Jager, who got in on the act as the TFC fans revelled in the derby delights. Mikel Dressler would see red. Montpellier threatened a comeback. Still 22 minutes on the clock when Eli Wai notched his 4th of the season. Yet the 10 men of Toulouse held out for a 4-2 win. Troyes hosted 17th place Reims with 7 places, but just 4 points between them. No Rémois player has had greater involvement in the side's goals than Florian Balogun. 6 goals and assists. The goal created by Junior Ito would go on to have quite the afternoon. Yvan Diouf left ESTAC for Reims, and the goalkeeper stumbled into a disaster. Wilson Audebert showing no mercy. 3 top-flight goals for the 17-year-old PSG graduate. Yet his team did do their best to bail him out. The corner initially cleared, but only as far as Alexis Flip, who flipped the script and found Ito. Yet he would go on to assist, score and be sent off in the same match. The player he felled would exact further revenge. Jackson Perosso had to wait for VAR confirmation, but became the first ever Ecuadorian to score in the French top flight. It had been a decade before Auxerre and Brest had clashed in Ligue and Uber Eats, and how AJACCIO would have loved a repeat of a 4-0 win in 2012. Instead, they fell behind to Islam Slimani's first goal for Brest. His last goal in the French top flight came against Brest in Lyon colours. Benoit Costil unable to keep it out, and yet a pull of the shirt proved fatal for Brest's hopes of a win. Jubal wrestled by Christophe Herel, and Mbaye Nyang grabbed Auxerre a vital point with his first goal. 35 goals across round 9, 5 home wins to just 3 away. Lyon lost for the 4th time in a row for the first time since 1991. Only PSG and Lille have not received red cards this season. Paris, Marseille and Lens are unbeaten after 9 match days. The first time in the competition's history 3 teams have gone this far without defeat. Yet Lorient, whose only loss came at Lens, remain on the podium. Strasbourg's winless run continues, but not bottom, only because AJACCIO failed to pick up another victory themselves. Will Peter Bosch be there? Surely OL can stop the rot at home to Toulouse Friday night. It's the top 2 in action on Saturday, with OM hosting AJACCIO and PSG at Reims. While the Northern Giants clash on Sunday night, it's Lille versus Lens.